Yeah. So we wanted to use that as a bit of a springboard to share with you some updates on what Respond Ottawa has been up to. Respond Ottawa has kind of been hitting on several different fronts, and we're going to hear about several of those tonight. But one of the big ones was PPE, personal protective equipment. I'm just going to share my screen here. So since about mid-April, what has Respond Ottawa been up to? That's been about the last 7 months since Respond Ottawa really kind of started chugging on this right around mid-April, even though lockdown kind of kicked in around mid-March. So what has Respond Ottawa been up to? Well, we've had people out in their backyards doing socially distanced sewing. That was part of our PPE effort. In the Ottawa area, we've supplied about 60 face shields, 56 boxes of gloves, adult disposable masks, children's disposable masks. Those are the kind of manufactured in a facility type of masks, and then there's the ones that we also made, which we'll talk about in a second. We've also supplied 150 liters of sanitizer. When we first started out, we connected with one of the distilleries in Almont that had switched over their production from alcohol to sanitizer. And at first it was a very liquidy sanitizer, and then they've refined their process and it's now gel sanitizer, but we've been able to supply 150 liters to ministries and other community causes throughout the area. We've made headbands and surgical caps. 1,210 units have been made by sewing groups at various churches. Headbands, so those are the strips with the buttons to take the pressure off your ears when you're wearing a mask. The elastics go around the buttons on the headband, and the surgical caps similar in nature. Adult cloth masks, we've made 869 masks. Children's cloth masks, which became a bigger issue starting in late July, early August, as kids were about to head back to school. We made 1,437 masks. We've touched base, connected with healthcare facilities, gotten them supplies. I'm not going to read all these out to you. You'll be grateful for that, but you can just see a wide variety from University of Ottawa Heart Institute to Carleton Lodge and all things in between. We've touched with several community organizations, Hunt Club Riverside Community Center, First Place Options, et cetera, gotten them PPE and sanitizer and all that sort of thing. We've gotten supplies out to various shelters. There's you can see the shelters listed there. We've gotten supplies out to numerous food banks. Again, they're interfacing with the public, and while they're well set up to do what it is that they typically do, they weren't equipped with proper PPE. So we were able to get supplies out to all those food banks. Community houses. This was something that I wasn't even really all that aware of here in Ottawa. These organizations, these homes in neighborhoods around Ottawa that just kind of help out with the needs of those neighborhoods, and we were able to get supplies out to those. We've partnered with numerous churches. Several of those are represented here tonight, and you can see some others represented there. So really, that was our PPE effort. We're going to hear a little bit more in a little bit about another event that happened, supplying meals to Carleton Lodge. You're also going to hear in a few moments about a mental health webinar that happened. Those were also efforts spearheaded by, in connection with Respond Ottawa. So really, all of this in just 7 months. And that's been through the unity of outward-looking churches like you folks that are here tonight and others that weren't able to make it. I was saying to the team earlier today that when you take a look at some of those numbers and all that work, if we had known that it was going to be that intense 7 months ago, we might have been a little bit overwhelmed. So God just kind of, he lets us know just enough to bring us along and get us involved, and then we can lean on his strength and get all that done. And it's all to the glory of Jesus. So we had a devotion this morning. It was centered around Matthew 5:16. Let your good deeds shine out for all to see, so that everyone will praise your heavenly Father. This isn't about Respond Ottawa. This isn't about the individual churches that are helping with Respond Ottawa. It's about glorifying Jesus. It's about pointing people towards God.
Amen.
So that's what Respond Ottawa has been up to over the last 7 months. It's been a bit of a ride. It's been interesting. It's been some fun, but it's just really great to be able to recognize needs in the community and to be able to bring the attention of the church to help meet those needs. You know, there's lots of community organizations, but I think it really speaks volumes about who it is that we serve when we're actually able to have a significant impact on our city by helping to meet those needs.